welcome back. So today I wanted to just go through a quick update as to what's happening. A few things has happened and I don't want us to miss it. So what I'm going to doing today is just catching you up on what everything is. You can get to see what's been happening in my small container garden. So let's go. Alright, so today we're starting with a look at our sweet pepper. And guys, since the last time I showed you the sweet pepper, looky here. Now first of all, this is super packed. We have about 10 on here, and then we have this one that has really come out and is shining, and so I'm super excited for what this is. I was a bit worried about if the plant, because you see the plant is really like, it's not that big a plant, but I was wondering if it could manage to sustain all of these and still get a healthy growth. But what I'm going to, I saw somebody's video and their sweet pepper tree was looking pretty similar and it was doing well, so I was just like, okay, I have some hope. I've seen videos saying I should tear off these bottom leaves so the plant can focus on the fruit. I haven't really taken off a lot of the leaves because I do know that the plant still needs the leaves for energy. So yeah, but I have taken off a few. As you've seen, I just took off one there, and then over here we have some others, and we have some, I don't even know what this is. I'm going to be googling what that is. If you can see it, it's a little pest. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad. I'll google it when I'm done. One of my best tools is using Google. I don't remember what it's called. So it's like this little photo thing on your phone that you can just take a picture of it and Google will tell you what it is. And this has quite a few. But here sounds super exciting. And we have over here, these are doing well. And yeah, that's the progress for the sweet pepper so far. Not too bad. We have this lovely tomato tree that I pegged, and it has really grown, and if you can see here, it's about to start flowering. So I'm super excited for what that is going to have for us. We have over here as well, look at this sweet pepper. It has quite a number as well, a number of things on it. I hope you can see it. And then there's one down there that's coming out, so that's looking good. And I added some more tomato trees. They were over there in pots, but they were outgrowing the pots, so I've added them here just to get them into a bigger container, bigger space, more root growth, and they've been doing well. And this tiny sweet pepper is also joining the party. So this looks like it's about to be an interesting journey. Let's see how well everybody does. This here is a pepper tree. I don't know how it got into one of my pots, but I've taken it out and transplanted it in here to see how well it's going to grow. And speaking, if you can see there, speaking of peppers, now this is not something that I planted. I don't know, it just kind of happened to be in there. I don't know if it's when I was throwing away kitchen waste or kitchen scraps, it ended up in there, but nevertheless I'm grateful. And by the leaves is what I used to identify that this is a hot pepper tree as opposed to a sweet pepper tree. The leaves look different. Now speaking of hot pepper, this is my tree here, and looky here guys. Now when I came out yesterday, this was half ripe. It was not looking like this, but today is full ripe, and I'm going to actually be picking this. Oh, it fell, so I'm going to be picking that. And then there's another one over here, look at it, and we have some buds, some flowers on the tree. If you can see closely, we have some, what looks like it's about to be a fruitful tree. And so I'm super grateful. Now I had this tree a long time, and it actually was going to die until because it was suffering from a pest, a fungus, I don't remember what it's called, white flies, yes. So I went to my local RADA office. Look over here. I went to my local RADA office when they were giving away the tools and seeds that I got from my backyard garden, from their backyard garden program. I asked what they thought it could be, and they told me based on what was happening, it was likely the white flies. And so they asked me to go ahead and buy something just to spray it, and that's what I did. And so I sprayed it. It's been coming back, and I've also been fertilizing it, and I like the progress so far. I've gotten from it before, but I'm proud that I seed it, and I have this to show now. Over here, of course, we have the carrots, and you can see this lovely bush, guys. And also, if you look right there, we have heads coming up, which means that this carrot is super close to being ready to pull. I am scared of pulling this, and it's not them little. Like, I'm afraid of them being small. I'm afraid of them being small. And I think they might be, based on just the size of the heads here. You can see down here as well. Here is a head right there. They look like they're small, guys. They look like they're skinny. And well, this one looks like it's a good size, if you can see. So I'm actually going to be trying to pull one today, just to see what it's like. And we have some over here. Can you see that? Let's bring it a little closer. Right there. Can you see? Yes. So these look like they're just about ready. I'm afraid of them being small, though, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go through, and that one that I saw in the middle here, this one, I'm going to pull it and see what it actually looks like right now, so I can gauge. And that's a worm. Do you guys see that worm? Watch him. I'm actually going to be pulling it to see what it looks like. Wish me luck, guys. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Where's the rest of it? I don't know if this is gonna get any bigger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it back down in there. I don't know if I can do that, but I am doing that. I'm going to actually stick it back down in there and see what can happen after that. As I said, I do think they're small. Not because of anything that I've done, but I do think they're small. Just based on the top, the heads. This is my second time growing carrots. I did show you guys what it looked like the first time. And so I have not mastered the carrot growing thing as yet. But should I pull this one too? Were you guys even seeing just now? I don't know if I was angling the camera properly. But nevertheless, should I pull this one too? Let's see. They're small, guys. But I'm going to keep this one. I'm not going to plant this one back. I'm going to keep it. But they're small. So in comparison to the bush, which I think it may be edible, I'm going to check. This is what the carrot actually looks like, which is, in comparison to my hand, super small. Nice orangey color. I'm going to actually taste it when I'm done to see what it tastes like. But yeah, it's small. Nevertheless, we have my peas here. I actually accidentally pulled up one of the trees yesterday. Now remember that I showed you that this was struggling from a lot of things. I'd sprayed it. It did get rid of some things, but not everything. So I'm actually going to be reaping these beans right now. Just pulling them off. I think they're ready. And so yesterday I was going through and I actually pulled out the other tree by accident. It wasn't my intention to pull out the other tree, but I did pull it out. And yeah, here am I. So these are the beans, just a handful of beans, but half a dumpling better than none. I always buy these at the market and I never really do finish them anyway. So yeah, here we are. There may be one or two in there. My carrot blowing away. There may be one or two in there that's not so great, just because the tree was diseased, but we'll figure that out. And my thyme, I had showed you guys before that I had to spray it as well because it had the white. It was suffering from the fungus, the powdery mildew. I've sprayed it. It seems to be doing better and it's really spreading its wings. So I'm grateful for that. It's actually two of them here. So you have this one here and you have this one over here. And as I've said before, thyme isn't the easiest thing to catch. So I'm grateful that it's doing what it's doing here. And I'm hoping it will survive and I can have a thriving thyme bush in weeks to come. And then we have this. I had transplanted the kale that I had planted in the cells from over there. I transplanted them. This is one. Don't know if it's doing so great, but and then there's another small one over there, and then there's this one who root is really out. The reason why I'm not really focusing on this, not gonna lie, is because of spacing issues. And I'm going to actually pull it up. And when I say spacing issues, I mean, if you can see my kale here, this kale especially required deep depth. It wasn't doing well in the smaller pots, and since I put it over here, it has been doing well. As you can see, I've harvested quite a bit and it keeps on flourishing. So I need it to be in a deep container. I don't necessarily have that right now. And my thyme, this is not thyme, this is scallion. I cut this the other day to use in my Sunday dinner, and I'm going to be cutting this soon. And with thyme, I keep saying thyme, with scallion you cut, you come again, and it's always there. The pumpkin has gotten healthier leaves, but still don't know if we're going to get anything from it. But we praise the Lord and we move on. And I think I'm going to remove this bug, you know. I don't know what it is, but I feel like I want to remove it. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to remove it. There it is, guys. Alright, and Senior Strawberry. Now, we had some runners before. That's how I got this, and this. And I had stopped it from running, but the runner that I stopped it on this one, but look here, it's getting another runner. So I'm going to let this one grow, and then I'm going to try to cut it off. And the plant is still putting out runners. Now this has quite a few plants in here, so I'm not surprised that we have this. So we have a fresh runner here that is looking to root soon, and then we have this runner coming up. And while someone did comment and say that it does take away energy from the plant, and it does, as I explained to them, because this isn't one that has on fruit on it. So as you can see, there's no fruit, there's no flower. Because of that, I'm allowing it to reproduce, because I paid $3,000 for this, right? If I can get at least an additional 6 plants, that will extend the amount of plants that I have. And then reaping season, when it does start to flower and it does start to bloom, I can get a lot. And I can always gift a few plants if I need to, but I'm excited to have it grow and to get the extras, because I did pay quite that amount for it. So yeah, while I can get the extras, I'll take them. I will probably have to transfer this into another container, maybe not, we'll see. And this sweet pepper tree here, it broke here, and it just started to push out another thing here. And if you can look in here, it's really windy. You can see that we have sweet peppers coming. So we still have one over here as well. So this isn't doing too bad, even though it's been through the storm. I caught a caterpillar and it's eating it last night. I had to take it off. And lettuce. Now, if you remember the lettuce coming up, you remember that I've been harvesting the cut and come again method, and these are still growing, and it's becoming leggier as it goes up, because it's pushing out new growth from the middle here, and so it continues to go up, and I will reap the bigger leaves off of each plant as I go. And so you can see how much I've reaped from each of these plants. Look at this big beautiful leaf here, and I continue to reap as I go on the different plants. Now over here we have a cucumber on this tree, and I'm excited to see, and we have quite a bit of flowers, so I'm excited to see if it will mature and do well. The plant itself is kind of small, but let's see. Hopefully it does do well and I can eat cucumber. I've planted cucumbers before. I'm going to put the video in, and it was successful, so hopefully this is the same. And of course we have some lettuce in that same pot. I haven't reaped much from these lettuces, but they're doing better now. We've had rains in the last couple of weeks, which has really helped the plants, so I'm excited to reap. And of course rosemary, and there was a tomato that strayed into the rosemary pot. I've left it there. And Mr. Star Apple, and of course Brother Cilantro that I'm featuring these days. So yes guys, that's what's been happening with the garden, and I am of course super excited for everything growing what to eat. It's a really great feeling when I can feel for a salad or feel for some veg on my food, and I can come out here, I can pick a few lettuce leaves, wash them off, eat them fresh like that. Love that for me. I'm excited for my sweet peppers and for everything, and so it's a great feeling. You don't have to have a lot of stuff to start. You can start where you are, build as you go. It's a good feeling to be able to reap anything at all from your efforts, no matter how small, no matter how big. And so here is my small harvest from my garden, outside of my lettuce leaves that I've picked over and over and over. These are the new additions, and I'm happy, you know. I'm super happy for what has happened, and I will continue to try. I have to perfect this carrot growing thing so I can get some real nice long carrots, but until then I'm going to be grateful for what I have. They probably can leave in there a little bit more and probably will grow a little bit bigger, so I'm going to give them a few more weeks before I actually do the reaping. But so far this is what we have, and thank you so much guys for watching. Please remember to share, to like, to comment, and to subscribe, and to continue coming back, to turn on your notification bell so every time I post a new video you are made aware. Breeze blowing away my carrots, you are made aware. And thank you so much for watching. This is Life with Nessa, and I'm Nessa.